People think night shifts are quiet. They're wrong. Silence is never empty. It breathes. I'd been working dispatch support for nearly 8 years in Black Hollow County, West Virginia. Small town. Dense woods. Old roads that disappear into fog before dawn. Most nights were routine: domestic calls, drunk drivers, missing livestock, overdoses. But February 14, 2024, felt wrong from the start. At exactly 2:13 a.m., a 911 call came through from an abandoned rehabilitation hospital outside town. St. Mercy Recovery Center. The building had been shut down since 2011 after a fire killed 7 patients during a winter storm. Official report blamed faulty wiring. Locals blamed something else. The caller never spoke clearly. Just breathing. Heavy. Wet breathing. Then a whisper. She opened the room. The line disconnected. Dispatch tried calling back. No answer. County records showed the property was condemned. Electricity disconnected years ago. Nobody was supposed to be inside. Deputy Aaron Cole was closest to the location. 36 years old. Former Marine. Quiet guy. The kind of officer who trusted instincts more than paperwork. He radioed in that he'd check it alone. That was the last normal thing that happened. Rain hammered the windshield as he drove Route 9 toward the mountain road leading to St. Mercy. Trees bent in the wind like silhouettes trying to reach the road. At 2:41 a.m., Aaron reported arriving on site. Then silence. Dispatch called him twice. Nothing. At 2:47 a.m., the radio crackled again. Static. Then Aaron's voice whispered. "There's someone in the east wing." Another pause. Then. "No, not someone." The transmission cut hard. Backup units were dispatched immediately. But the storm got worse. Roads flooded. Fallen trees blocked access. It took officers 40 minutes to reach the hospital. By then, Aaron Cole was gone. When backup arrived, the front gate was hanging open. Rust scraped against metal as the wind pushed it back and forth. Deputies found Aaron's cruiser parked crooked near the entrance stairs. Driver door open. Engine still running. But Aaron was nowhere. No footprints. No blood. Nothing. Only his flashlight lying in the mud, still switched on. The hospital looked rotten. 5 floors of black windows stared into the storm like empty eye sockets. Parts of the roof had collapsed years earlier. Mold covered the outer walls. The sign reading St. Mercy Recovery Center barely hung by a chain. Deputies Briggs and Moreno entered first. Their body cams later became evidence. The footage starts normal enough. Flashlights moving through flooded hallways. Broken wheelchairs. Medical files scattered across the floor. Then the noises begin. Soft metallic sounds. Like hospital beds moving somewhere deep inside the building. Briggs called out. "Sheriff's office. Aaron." No response. But something moved at the end of the hallway. A figure. Tall. Thin. Standing completely still. The body cam struggled to focus. For 1 second, it looked like a woman in a hospital gown. The next second. Nothing was there. Moreno nervously laughed and blamed shadows. But Briggs stopped walking. Because he heard crying. A child. Very faint. Coming from downstairs. The basement. According to old blueprints, the basement once housed isolation rooms for violent psychiatric patients. The door leading down was chained shut years ago. Except now. The chain was cut. Freshly. The deputies descended slowly. Every step echoed. The crying got louder. And then suddenly stopped. At the bottom of the stairs, they found room E17. The door was open. Inside, candles covered the floor. Hundreds of them. Wax dripping like melted skin. Symbols painted across the walls in dark red stains. And in the center of the room, Deputy Aaron Cole's body camera. Still recording. B. The footage recovered from Aaron's body cam was never released publicly. I saw parts of it later through someone inside the department. And I wish I hadn't. The recording begins around 2:42 a.m. Aaron walks through the east wing alone. Flashlight shaking slightly. Rain hitting broken windows. Then he notices footprints on the floor. Bare feet. Wet. Leading deeper into the building. He follows them. The camera catches brief glimpses of old patient rooms. Rusty restraints bolted to beds. Children's drawings peeling from walls. Black mold spreading like veins. Then Aaron stops outside room 214. The door is slightly open. Inside, someone is humming. Soft. Female. Aaron pushes the door open slowly. The room is empty. Except for a chair facing the corner. And sitting in the chair, a woman. Long black hair hanging over her face. White hospital gown. Completely motionless. Aaron speaks calmly. "Ma'am? Are you injured?" No response. He steps closer. The humming stops. Slowly. The woman stands. Too slowly. Like her joints were bending wrong. Aaron backs up instinctively. Then she turns. The camera glitches violently. Static floods the screen. Audio distorts. But for one frame. Just one. Her face becomes visible. There are no eyes. No mouth. Only stretched pale skin. Aaron screams. The footage jerks as he runs into the hallway. Breathing hard. The camera catches doors slamming by themselves behind him. Metal screeching echoes through the corridor. Then a voice whispers directly beside the microphone. "You opened it." Aaron reaches the stairwell leading to the basement. But the door shuts before he reaches it. Something pounds from the other side. Hard. Over and over. Then silence. Aaron slowly turns around. At the far end of the hallway, the woman stands again. Closer now. Much closer. Her head tilted unnaturally sideways. And behind her, other figures begin appearing from patient rooms. Tall shapes. Watch. Investigators later uncovered something strange about St. Mercy. Especially room E17. In 1998, the hospital secretly treated psychiatric patients connected to violent hallucinations and sleep disorders. But several nurses reported the same thing. Patients claiming they saw the woman without a face. Doctors dismissed it as mass hysteria. Until staff members began reporting it too. One nurse disappeared during a night shift. 3 days later, she was found inside room E17. Alive. But completely catatonic. She had carved the same sentence into the wall over and over using broken glass. "Don't let her see you." After the 2011 fire, officials sealed the basement permanently. Or at least they thought they did. Because over the years, trespassers kept vanishing near the building. Urban explorers. Drifters. Teenagers. Some returned days later confused and traumatized. Others were never found. But every report shared one detail. A woman standing in the hallway. Watching. Waiting. The strangest discovery came from old maintenance logs. Apparently room E17 did not exist on the original building plans. The room had been added later. Quietly. No permits. No official reason. Almost like someone wanted it hidden. And beneath the room, workers discovered something even worse. An older structure. Stone walls. Tunnels. Predating the hospital itself. Nobody knows who built them. Or why. 3 days after Aaron vanished, search teams returned with state police. This time they brought thermal drones, K9 units, and forensic crews. They searched every floor. Nothing. No Aaron. No signs of struggle. Until one officer noticed a draft near room E17. Behind the wall. Workers broke through old concrete. And found a hidden staircase descending beneath the hospital. The tunnel below smelled ancient. Wet dirt. Rot. Burned metal. The deeper they went, the colder it became. Then they found the chamber. Circular. Stone walls covered in symbols. Candles melted into the floor. And in the center. A wooden chair. Deputy Aaron Cole sat tied to it. Dead. Eyes wide open. Skin pale gray. No visible injuries. But his mouth had been sewn shut with black thread. On the wall behind him, written in blood. She hates when they look. The coroner's report officially listed cardiac arrest caused by extreme psychological trauma. Unofficially, the medical examiner resigned 2 weeks later. He never explained why. The hospital was demolished 6 months later. Explosives brought down most of the structure. But workers refused to touch the underground chamber. They sealed it in concrete instead. At least. That's the official story. Because last winter, a group of hikers claimed they saw lights moving through the trees near the old property. And one teenager uploaded a blurry video online. For only 2 seconds, the camera catches what appears to be a woman standing between the trees. White gown. No face. Watching. The video disappeared the next day. But people who saw it swear the same thing. When the camera zoomed in, the woman smiled.